Yeah, you come out here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just more things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What, there's that have a look?
Well, we've already shown them. That's some of what the Germans did for gunnery things. I don't know if it's got the date. 1779.
I can see it.
Yeah, 1779 the battery was done, built. What was that? Fancy defence. Looks like they put some new fence in here as well. I'm not as young as I was, you know, not too quick. No. Yeah, that's the entrance down there to what was Soldiers Bay, but it's all been blocked off now. You're not allowed there. You can only get to it from the sea. So unfortunately now I don't have the rib. We won't be able to take you there.
So it's coming back. It's all downhill.
There's a few bluebells and stinky onions. Yeah, so if we're lucky, they'll be out.
Morning.
Morning. This is part of Fort George. It was an old fort and they sold it and they just opened it all up, or built it all up for, as I say, open market properties. Oh, don't know where. So the roads are all public, so we're allowed to walk along them. So on this trip, it's not very far, I suppose, 400 yards of actual road, and then we'll be back on the cliff pass. Bit hazy again today, and if anybody's looking at Djurberg Point, and I was taking the mickey out, not being able to see Jersey. We're only having a laugh there, nothing serious.
Just banter between both
Just
islands.
a bit of banter between the islands. They're the crappos and we're the donkeys. So it's just a bit of fun, so hope nobody takes offence.
There you go, look up there.
Yeah, no I have.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you got a few more houses along here. I mean, it does go quite a way back. I mean, I don't know how many houses there are in Fort George, but it's got to be a few hundred. And I shouldn't think there's anything under £1 million. So on a clear day, obviously these houses along here have got a lovely view. You've got Sark, you can see Jetta and Herm again.
Yeah. Can't see Jersey again though. Or maybe in the distance, just.
No, you can't.
Oh,
I
I
mean,
can. Yeah.
if you look over there you go. There's Soldiers Bay down there, but you can only access it now, to say, from the sea. There was a big landslide, a number of years ago.
Did they say that it was in like a nudist beach?
No, that's Lejone.
Oh, okay.
Naturist beach.
Nature.
Yeah. Don't know if you're allowed to say nudist.
Oh, yeah.
No.
I actually thought Bluebell Wood was a lot closer.
No. We're going to go round the corner of the Fort George,
Yeah.
and then up over those steps, and then you're down into it.
Over there.
And I'm not too sure how far Fermain is. It's got to be
Yeah, mate, beautiful.
a few miles. What we'll do when we get to Fermain, we won't actually go to Fermain Bay itself. We'll drop down by the moorings, and then that should give you a nice view of Fermain Bay. There are, well, there's a couple of bays along the east coast here, which are quite nice. You've got Marble Bay, that's a nice one as well.
Yeah.
A couple other little ones. An awful lot along the south coast, and obviously we've got the west coast and the north coast, and the rest of the east coast going up to St Sampson's and around St Sampson's. I mean, there are some bays, but they're not quite so nice, quite pebbly and everything. So most people tend to use south coast, north coast and west coast. And we shall try and get some footage of those bays. But we'll be doing that in June, July and August. Yeah.
Just let them know that our trainers, we're like wearing slippers, our new trainers are so comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hoka, I think that's how you pronounce it.
We'll find out. We're not being
Taylor.
sponsored by Hoka, by the
No.
way. We're
No, we had the QCs last time.
yeah.
We wore out in the heel. So we're trying a different make. But yes,
Well, they'll all wear out in the heel.
hopefully these will last a bit longer.
Number of benches all the way around for people like they need to have a
We've
rest.
had picnics, haven't we? Sometimes we would walk, we sit and have a
Well, a few times we've walked the whole of the
yeah.
coastal path and we stop on the sandwiches and have a picnic. Yeah. So up behind, up over here, it's more of Fort George. But this is one of our sort of woody areas, isn't it?
Yeah. Normally this is all covered when it gets bad weather. This is just completely mud. I'm glad it's not muddy today. This part of it gets very muddy, doesn't it?
Yeah.
We'll kind of walk on the side. certainly get a lot of visitors that come to do all these walks.
Yeah,
They love
where
it.
we pointed out Castle Corner before, we get an awful lot of cruise ships come in, and they more often than they get, all the visitors get brought in.
It's a shame we haven't got one today.
No,
Maybe the season hasn't started yet, maybe.
well, a bit early I would have thought.
More seats you can sit on, have your
Yeah.
lunch.
So that's where the cruise ships all
Yeah.
moor up. Sometimes you get 2 or 3 in at a time. So the buses
Actually
get
see the
really
sand.
busy.
Look, you see
eh?
the sand in
Yeah, you can see the sand. There's some really sandy bays the other side of
Oh,
them.
it's gorgeous. Is that a bunker there?
Nah, it's still part of the old Fort George. Get round here, go up a few steps, and then hopefully we will be into Bluebell Wood, and hopefully
They're out.
they're all out.
There's a few around, taken out. So
Yeah,
get all the stinky onions, whatever you call them.
yeah. Well, I don't.
Seem to kind of,
Yeah, always
they
called
did
them.
try, I think, to remove them.
They just grow like weeds.
Smell them. Just got